Good evening, everyone. If you know me, you know I love to talk about detox and to help you detox your life, detox your mind, and detox your body. And tonight, I am going to be sharing with you some amazing little detox hacks that are going to take your detox protocol to the next level. Let me just go ahead and mute everyone real quick. And let's see, am I unmuted? I am. And here comes Patsy. All right. So anyway, your skin, your mood, your weight, and your energy all tell the same story. The liver is calling for support, and we are here to give that tonight. So first off, let's go ahead and give a quick introduction to our amazing CEO and her husband, Ben. They are so passionate about building this extraordinary company, making a positive difference in the health of people worldwide with products they proudly stand behind, and I do too, with a 100% money back guarantee. So we have a huge commitment to quality, and that is number one. Like it is quality above all else. We use whole plant benefits with minimal distillation and manipulation within the plant because we want to keep it in its purest form possible. We have extremely clean labels. You would be very hard pressed to find anything negative on any of our labels when it comes to things that cause harm to the body. We are cruelty free, which I love, and traceability is also extremely important. And another thing, too, that I like is that they are very earth conscious. And when you receive your new products in the mail, you're not going to get any paperwork on that. We want to keep that as minimal as possible. So you will find all of the information on each product's individual website. And there will be a PIP or a how to link on that where you can check out more information on the individual product, how to do the detoxes, and things like that. So, next up is Alexandria Brighton, who is our amazing formulator. I cannot say enough about Alexandria. I sometimes get chills when I'm talking about her because she's just such a legend when it comes to formulations, aromatherapy, Ayurvedic medicine, botanical studies, and natural remedies. She's been in that world for about 30 plus years, probably going on 40. And the partnership with Ben and Paula started in 2012 because of Alexandria's unconditional belief and trust in Ben and Paula, which ethics is extremely high around here as well. And they formed the partnership to offer Alexandria's formulas exclusively through our sister company, Godasana. And later in early 2017, Heart and Body Naturals was born. And that's what we're talking about tonight. There will be a couple little nods to our sister company, Godasana, but primarily the Diva calls cover the products the health and wellness products on the Heart and Body side. So, my name is Tina. I am your hostess for the night. I am a mother, grandmother, homesteader. I'm the founder of this weekly call that we do. We're over 3 years now, just about every single Thursday. And I'm a homesteader, mindset coach. I love to help people feel better about themselves, or maybe, point out something like, hey, you know what? Maybe you could say it this way, and that might be better for your mind. I'm an author, motivational speaker, and very dedicated to wellness and education and inspiring others to have a better life. Revive, thrive, and feel alive. So before we go any farther, obviously none of these products have been tested by the Food and Drug Administration. The statements made in the presentation have not been evaluated. The products and information that we're going to talk about tonight are for educational purposes only and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases or medical conditions, things like that. We want to make sure that you have a great relationship with your doctor, and you can go to your doctor and talk about natural remedies in complementary to or in place of what the medical society is trained and educated to give you. And participation in this presentation is at your own risk, and it's your responsibility to verify the accuracy and application of any information provided. So, why do we cleanse? So, we cleanse according to research published in the Journal of Toxins 2008. Environmental and dietary toxins can accumulate and overwhelm the liver, contributing to chronic inflammation, metabolic disorders. The liver plays a central role in the detoxification process in the body, as well as hormone regulation and immune balance. Pretty important stuff, right? And liver cleansing can help improve bile production, enhance fat metabolism, and support hormonal health. I know we have, I don't have a scale, but I know that I've lost a lot of inches and inflammation through the last detox that we just did a couple weeks ago. And Greta and can you guys put in the chat too, like how much weight you guys lost on the last cleanse? I think that was pretty amazing. So a study on integrative medicine, a clinical journal notes that liver detox pathways can improve your energy, digestion, and skin clarity in just a few days. We have such an amazing gentle cleanse. I have a lot of professional detoxers that will say that this is the easiest and best cleanse that they have ever done. They love the products that are in this. But what happens? So we are bombarded every single day with things that we use on our skin, foods that we eat, the air that we breathe, those funny white lines in the sky, and those toxins all burden the liver. And then a sluggish liver weakens the detox pathways. And then a weak detox lets the parasites thrive, which is why we like to do this back to back. And then the parasites create inflammation, steal nutrients, mess with your mood, sleep, skin, and digestion. And with the research that I've been doing lately, can also present themselves sometimes as a cancerous tumor when they go inside of their sac. And so it's very, very important to take care of these parasites within the body. But if your detox pathways are blocked, your cleanse is not going to work. No matter how many products you use, you've got to start with the detox of the liver, get the lymphatic system moving, getting the liver flowing. And so I'm just going to talk about the products right up front because I want to make sure that I have a lot of time for the ninja tips that we're going to share tonight for the detoxing. So we've got a couple kits available. There's the 3-day liver cleanse that we've been using for the past couple of years. And then Paula just released this smaller little kit that has HEPA detox, lemon, and soul. And I think that's like a great entry level detox right there. And again, I can't say it enough that the liver support and open detox pathways are non-negotiable if you want to detox with me personally. For safe parasite cleansing, before starting any parasite cleanse, you have to open up the detox pathways, especially the liver. It must be opened and supported. The liver is your body's primary way to detox all that gunk in your body. It's a slave to our body, basically. And it is responsible for filtering out those products. Skipping this step is not just ineffective. It can actually be dangerous for you. So support your liver first, then address the parasites. So why parasites? So the World Health Organization estimates that 3.5 billion people are affected by parasitic infections, and these organisms can cause inflammation, fatigue, brain fog, digestive issues, all while depleting the essential nutrients that your body needs to thrive and to fight them, actually. And ingredients like black walnut, wormwood, garlic, papaya seeds have shown anti-parasitic activity as well in lab and clinical studies. And then in 2014, a study was published in Parasitology Research found that pumpkin seeds extract significantly reduced intestinal parasite load. So one thing that you can add to your detox regimen is get some pumpkin seeds. And so with the new kit, I'm so impressed with this kit, the new parasite kit. We just launched this soursop fusion tea a couple weeks ago. And so we kind of looked at the ingredients and we have replaced the vitality in this kit with the soursop tea. Now, I've done one little class on soursop, but I'm going to go really deep on that and do a series like I have been on the Tulsi. So step one, we're going to be using that Purge Tonic, which is actually the free product this month. And if you buy that kit, you get an extra purge to continue keeping your gut healthy for the next month or two. And that's it's formulated and designed to eliminate parasites, cleans the digestive tract, and support your gut health. And then 2, clove bud. Clove bud's a newer one for the detox protocol around here, but it's rich in eugenol. That this essential oil has powerful anti-parasitic properties, helping to disrupt and remove the harmful invaders, and can also help with help with killing off the parasitic eggs that might be left behind or birthed over the full moon. That's one of the reasons we do it over the full moon, is because they get frisky and they start having babies and they get agitated and they start eating more and they come out of their hiding places. So we kind of start our cleanse a few days before, we hit them really hard over the full moon, and then we take care of them the few days after. Step 3, soursop fusion tea. It is packed. It is powerful. Go to PubMed and type in soursop. Like, the studies and published things that you're going to find on soursop are just mind blowing. And then 4, my absolute favorite is fulvic acid. It's a naturally organic compound that's found in soil, peat, and water. It's known for its powerful chelating properties, which allows it to bind to minerals, toxins, heavy metals, making them easier for the body to eliminate. Yes, Greta, garlic is good. Hepa Detox, that is an amazing essential oil that we will rub over our liver 3 times a day. And also the liver point, which I'm going to get to later, on the bottom of the feet. So the most important thing that you can do when you are detoxing, not only detoxing, but every day, is drink water. You've got to be drinking water, because otherwise those toxins are just recirculating in your body. So this has got to be your main focus. And you can put your tea in there. You can put your soul superfood in there. You can put your fulvic in there. You can put a drop of clove essential oil in there in 8 ounces of water. But this helps support the liver and kidney functions. It encourages bowel regularity, promotes clear skin, better mood. Who doesn't want that? Reduces the bloating and fluid retention, right? Helps bind and flush the toxins and keeps the lymph and drainage pathways moving. So right there, if you want to take a screenshot, those are some suggestions that are really great for detox that you can put into your water, because some people get sick of just drinking water. And so one of my favorites, I do love cucumber in my water. And if you've not tried that yet, it gives it a very fresh, very refreshing flavor. Watermelon, I take watermelon and I will freeze it in the freezer, and then I will put it into my glass of water. And so it's like an ice cube, but then as it starts to melt, you get that watermelon flavor in there too. So those are just some amazing little suggestions for you for enhancing your water. And please set a timer on your phone, whatever you have to do reminders. Just make sure that you are drinking. When you know you're going to eat something, drink a glass of water before, eat your meal, drink another glass after. You've got 2 of your glasses down in just that amount of time. So it's one easy way to remember it. So I just talked about the feet, right? And we have talked about this before. We're over here on the feet. You can see the lungs right there. That's the right foot. And there's the left foot. Not as much area on the right foot as it is the left foot, but your lungs, oh, sorry, that's lungs. Here's your liver. Sorry, liver here and liver there. And so you could take that Hepa Detox, you could rub that in on the bottom, kind of give yourself a little foot massage and really get into those tissues and push that essential oil into that skin. Cover your feet with castor oil if you'd like, and then put socks on and go to bed. So that could be one of your 3 times a day with the Hepa Detox. But imagine what could happen. Peppermint, you could do peppermint cooling. That's for the lymphatic system. Clover tea tree, that's antimicrobial, parasite targeting. Frankincense or myrrh, it's got your immune support. So you could do all of these oils one at a time, obviously, on the bottom of your feet to help increase your immune system, the detox pathways, and things like that. So those are some great things there that you can use. Ease essential oil. There's a stomach organ, there's small intestine right there. There's a large intestine. If you're having ease is something I swear by. If I'm having an upset stomach or I'm having some not so good results from my detox, ease is something I'll put a drop on the back of my hand and lick it off. And then I will take a drop and rub it on the outside of my belly button. Very helpful there. Ginger is another thing to help calm the stomach. You've got, let's see, that's KB Detox, Hepa Detox, frankincense, clove, oregano, peppermint. Peppermint, if you get a headache when you're having your detox, take some peppermint essential oil and just rub it on the back of your neck. And that's going to help relieve some of that tension and stress and stuff. So who here has ever done navel therapy? also known as the Pechoti Method. And this method is a practice that involves applying essential oils into and around the belly button to help support a deep internal detox. And so the navel is connected to over 70,000 different nerve endings and major organs. And oils applied here may stimulate liver function, gut repair, and lymphatic, that sign is not supposed to be there, sorry, and lymphatic drainage. It's gentle, effective, especially helpful during a liver cleanse. Yeah, sorry, there we go. Get that back up. During a liver cleanse, you can use Hepa Detox around your belly button. That's going to help with your liver detox. Again, this oil is going to be used 3 times a day. So choose how you want to use it. You can also use castor oil and rub that over the Hepa Detox once you apply that around your belly button. If you have some cellulite, use Fat Detox. If you are having tummy issues like I do, rub that ease around there. L-stimulate, it's connected to 70,000 different pathways within the body. So L-stimulate is your lymphatic drainage. That's another way to get that one in. And C-stimulate promotes deep cellular detox and repair. And I know that I can't say this on this call or anything like that, but studies have shown that when you repair and get rid of the bad cells within the body, you are more healthy and you may not have some horrid diagnosis that might come along with those bad cells. So again, you can rub it topically, apply it neat, or you can mix 1 to 2 drops of essential oil into a teaspoon of castor oil and just apply that directly into the belly button. Rub that 1 inch around on the outside and rest or cover with a warm compress for about 5 to 10 minutes. You can also sleep with that, but if you're new to that, I would take it very slow and leave it on for the 5 to 10 minutes to see how you're doing, because that can be a pretty intense experience right there. And let me just, before I forget, because this keeps popping into my head, a lot of people have not detoxed as much as I have. And so if you're brand new to detox, if you think you're going to go and do every single one of these steps, I highly suggest you not try that, because when you are starting to detox, you have a lot of junk in your body. And the more you do these detoxes, the easier they get. So your first couple ones, yes, you could feel very unwell. Thank you, Coach Marcus. It's called a Herxheimer reaction. And that's when you're detoxing too fast. And so we want to make sure that it's a nice, gentle experience for you. So pick and choose what you want to try on this one. You can always do another one. I've had several people ask me to do this again next month. So we'll see about that. This is kind of time consuming, but I do love these. Another way is soaking. Now, I don't know how many of you saw, but last detox round, I took a bath in fulvic acid and I had 5 parasites that came out of my body somewhere. So for your foot soak, you're going to use 1/4 cup of salt. And I like the magnesium flakes. They're much better absorbed by the body and through the skin than the Epsom salt, making it more effective for replenishing the magnesium levels and then reducing the muscle tension and supporting the detox. So magnesium flakes is what I prefer. Thanks to my friend Susie, she pointed that out to me. So you're going to use 1/4 cup of that, 10 drops of Hepa Detox, 5 drops of lemon, 3 drops of peppermint, and then soak for 8 to 15 minutes. Now, I like to add, Miss Fulvic, I do like to add about 1/4 to a 1/2 teaspoon of the fulvic acid mineral powder to my foot soaks also. You can see that picture there on the left. Those are 2 parasites that I had pulled out of the bottom of my feet, not pulled out, but came out of the bottom of my feet. If you've not soaked in fulvic yet, I highly suggest you do it, because you're going to be incredibly impressed with the amount of detox that you're going to see. And one of the ways that you can see it is to use your cell phone and turn on your video camera and the flash, and then take a video going around, because you may miss something. And then a full body bath you can also do. You can add the fulvic or not add the fulvic. The magnesium flakes and the baking soda in the water, you can do that if you do not have the rest of the products from any of the kits. This is one of those things that if you want to follow along, maybe you just can't get the kit right away, but these are some tips too, where you could take out the products and still do the detox with us. You would just not have the major benefits like we would, but you would still be detoxing. And so to your magnesium flakes and the baking soda and the fulvic, you're going to add the essential oils. You're not going to sprinkle the essential oils on top of the water because that is going to just sit on top of the water. We want it to emulsify within the salt before you add the salt to the water. Does that make sense, everyone? Let me know in the comments. And so this is like giving your body a mineral rich mud bath that you would pay $250, $300, $400,000 to go to an exclusive spa to sit in somebody else's mud tub, where you can do it in the privacy of your own home. I like to light candles. I like to have I have a harp playlist on Amazon, and so I'll play my harp playlist with the candles. I'll have the lights down real low, and I'll just sit in there with my ears underneath the water because I love to listen to myself breathe when I'm taking a bath too. And it's just really, really relaxing. So if you do take a bath in the fulvic, please let me know your results because I love when people do this and kind of do this. So this is going to help pull out the toxins through the skin, soothe the tired muscles, inflamed tissues. It's going to replenish. Fulvic is the fulvic replenishes those trace minerals. So do you have an alternative for those who can't take baths? Yep, absolutely, Lori. That would be the foot soak. And so you could put the fulvic in the foot soak. You're still going to have, put some headphones on, put that soft music and just sit back and just enjoy that quiet and that time alone where you're pampering yourself. And that fulvic is going to help pull those minerals up from the bottom of your feet into the organs. Remember all those organs on the bottom of the feet? Those are all going to be impacted by your feet soaking in this fulvic. So again, please let me know if you do this. Improve circulation, skin tone, deepen overall detox experience. And my picture's gone. So a poultice, what is a poultice? And that is too bad because that was really a good picture on there. So a poultice is when you take certain products and you make a paste and then you apply them to your skin in different areas. And so one of the things that I like to do is take a half a teaspoon of the fulvic minerals with 2 drops of lemon or tea tree. You can use frankincense. If you're going to do the face mask, I would use the frankincense or lavender with that, 5 drops of black seed oil and a half teaspoon of water. If you've got some acne issues or anything like that, the tea tree is going to be fabulous for you because the fulvic is going to drive that deeper. It's going to, it's got the oxidation where it takes off the dead skin. It's going to help bring oxygen to the skin and help plump that. It's actually excellent for helping your body produce collagen. And so you're going to add water, essential oils, and the black seed to a small dish. I would do the water in very small increments and I like to use a paintbrush when I paint it on my face. And so let's get over here to the right side. So while most people blame oil and hormones on chronic acne is often a sign of internal toxicity. It's those toxins trying to get out of the skin. They don't have anywhere to go. And in some cases, it can be parasites. And parasites release those toxins as waste, which overload the liver and the lymphatic system. And if the liver and colon can't keep up, the skin becomes the backup detox. And so fulvic acid is more than a topical treatment. And when used as as a mask, fulvic is going to pull out the toxins, the heavy metals, the microbial waste from the skin surface. But it also is going to penetrate your largest organ and it's going to bind to the toxins and carry them out of the body. It's going to help support the gut flora. It's going to strengthen the body's natural system. And so think about a poultice. When you make one of these, think about using HEPA detox over the liver, L-stimulate over the lymphatic system, KB detox over the kidneys, C-stimulate over the breasts or areas of cellular concern. And mixing that all together and applying that. I've done a full body mask from the top to the bottom with the fulvic, and it was pretty incredible. I went right to sleep after that. Fasting is another way that you can do. Obviously, this is free, right? If you don't have to buy food, you don't have to buy product. Fasting is another way to help kill off those parasites. It's not just about giving your digestive system a break. It's a very powerful tool to starve the parasites, weaken their defense, and support immune-driven detox. And so parasites thrive on sugar, processed carbs, and constant feeding. And so when you fast, especially beyond 12 to 16 hours, you interrupt their life cycle and reduce the food supply they rely on to reproduce. It triggers autophagy, which after about 16 to 24 hours of fasting, your body enters a state called atrophy. I keep saying that wrong. A deep cellular cleanup mode where it starts, get this, breaking down damaged cells. We talked about that just a minute ago, how important are healthy cells. We want to break down those damaged ones. It's going to break down the toxins and the pathogens, including the parasites and their eggs. It's going to strengthen the immune surveillance, and it's going to enhance the absorption post-fast. So if you do a fast, the first thing you're going to want to do when you break that fast is drink a glass of fulvic with the sole and mix those two together, drink that down, because that is going to be what's absorbed fast. And this is going to also help make the oils, the fulvic, the purge tonic even more effective than before. So thank you, Richard. So types of fasting, intermittent fasting is 14 to 16 hours. You can do 12, 24 hours. Some people will do a 24 hour. I know Troy, our buddy Troy, will do like a 40-day fast, which is crazy. And then you can also do a fast with just warm broth and herbal teas. Now, we have amazing teas here at Heart and Body Naturals, so you could do a fast with just the teas too. And so that would be one other free way that you could detox with us. Now, the castor oil pack, we've talked about this on other calls, so I'm not going to go really deep on this, but this is a super effective way. You're going to pour the castor oil onto the cotton flannel organic piece of material. You're going to lay the pack flat and apply the castor oil. You can add your essential oils at that time. And so I will put the castor oil on my pack like that, and then I will put my HEPA detox over that, and then make sure that that puddle of oil is right over my liver. And then applying heat over that is going to be really good too. I know it was just a year ago that we had Maggie Rose on here, and she was the castor oil queen, and gave us a lot of really good tips on that too. So here's another way. Here's two options with the products that we have and with the products that maybe you have. And the lemon drink first thing in the morning is going to be fantastic. Fresh lemon juice or lemon essential oil, HEPA detox, or lemon and peppermint plus a soul superfood. Mix that all together and then drink. And then 20 minutes later, drink 2 to 4 cups of filtered water. And this is a daily liver maintenance. So if you do this, it's going to help your liver in between the deep detoxes that we do as a community. And lemon helps flush out the toxins. It boosts the bile productions and supports the digestive system. The olive oil you can mix in there too, activates the liver, promotes the bile flow, and helps with elimination. The cayenne pepper is going to boost the circulation and metabolism, speeding up the detox process. And then HEPA detox, optional, enhances the liver cleaning and supports the lymphatic flow. So if you have I have colon support there. I don't have the cayenne. That's supposed to be cayenne right there. With the lemon, just a dropper. I do a dropper. I'm up to a dropper. Some people may need to start with like 1 or 2 drops if that's too spicy for you. A drop of lemon with about a tablespoon of the olive oil, and drink that down first thing in the morning, followed by 20 minutes later, 2 to 4 cups of the water. Or if you want, you can squeeze half a lemon, sprinkle some cayenne on top, put your soul in there, and then put the olive oil in there, mix that all up and drink that down really fast. Taking this first thing in the morning is what's going to wake up your liver and kickstart your day with natural detox support. Again, products you probably have on hand. So this is one of the questions that I get asked all the time. What can we eat? There's a lot of things you can eat. Pumpkin seeds, as we mentioned before, that paralyzes the parasites. The raw garlic and onion make meats if you're a meat eater. Lean cuts of meat, fish, chicken, a very lean beef, no pork, that kind of stuff. And make yourself a little stir fry with garlic and onion and that beef, some salt and pepper, some, you can put some fulvic in there, some soul superfood you can mix into your foods also. Apple cider vinegar, taking a shot of that is going to help the gut acidity and repel invaders. Parsley, I'm so addicted to parsley since the last cleanse. I bought a bunch of organic parsley and I've been putting it on my potatoes. I've been putting it on my salads. It's really good. Just snip off those tops and put that on your salad. And just FYI, that little parsley that comes with your dinner when you go out to eat is not just a decoration, it's to help freshen your breath after you've eaten. So don't leave anything on your plate, you guys. Black walnut hulls is great. Wormwood is great. Clove, which we've got our essential oil, coconut oil. You can also do some of this with the coconut oil. It's MCT. MCTs have antimicrobial properties and it supports expulsion of invaders. Get out. Ginger. Ginger, I love to slice up, dice up, and put on top of a salad. It gives it a really good flavor. I also like to put a knob of it in my smoothies. Turmeric is something else. We've got turmeric in most of our products, our powdered products. Carrots, eat some carrots. They're high in fiber, beta carotene, which supports immune function and parasite sweeping. Beets is in our beetroot max and body. You can also get some beets from the store, slice those up, put them on a salad, roast them in the oven. Cilantro, make yourself some salsa. Cayenne pepper, get that in every day if you can, boost circulation. And papaya seeds. If you're going to use papaya seeds, please don't chew them. Put get like a cereal spoon. I scrape all mine out into a container. And when I'm doing a parasite cleanse, I will keep all of those in my container. And then once a day, sometimes twice a day, I'll just go in there with a spoon, put it in my mouth, and then I will have my water right there and just drink my water really fast. They look, you can see the papaya over here on the right. Those are the seeds right there. And so that's going to be one thing that you can use too. You can get those if you guys have an Aldi. Aldi's a great place to pick up papaya for a pretty affordable price. And then just peel and chop up the papaya and throw that in your smoothies in the morning. You can add it to your water. There's a recipe coming up actually on how to use papaya also. So you just saw that. Get ready to screenshot. The next couple of screens are going to be for you to keep for your records and to use when helping your own friends and family through their own detox. So there is a trail mix. If you get snackies in the afternoon, that's okay. So get some pepitas, some unsweetened coconut flakes, 2 tablespoons of dried pineapple, no sugar added. I've been dehydrating my own pineapple lately. A tablespoon of sunflower seeds and a sprinkle of cayenne powder, which is optional. And then you mix all that together and portion into snack bags for easy grab and go. To support you during your cleanse. There's another morning shot you can use with raw garlic, apple cider vinegar, cayenne tincture, and fulvic acid. That's your little detox cocktail. You can do that in the morning also. Black seed oil and oregano drops. Be careful because I would add some maybe coconut oil to that also because oregano is extremely spicy and very, very hot. So you want to make sure that you have something more than just a dropper of black seed oil in there, but that is excellent for immune support. I would not use the oregano oil more than 10 days because it does act like an antibiotic, which we don't do antibiotics more than 10 days, right? That's typically the script for that, but that's going to be immune support and anti-parasitic dual. So if you're having issues going to the bathroom on your cleanse, make sure you up your water. You're going to want to maybe have that colon support on there or some herbs that are going to help with the digestion and getting your colon unblocked because we want that's a detox pathway. We want to make sure that that's open to prune juice and psyllium husk during these sluggish days. So those are some suggestions there. Then we have pumpkin seeds. Pair that with parsley, carrots, garlic, and raw beets. Make yourself a little salad. Add fulvic acid to absorb the mineral absorption. Drizzle with flax or hemp seed oil to stimulate the bile. Parasite. Oh, I didn't move that one. Well, that's on there twice. So fulvic acid is going to be your pre and postbiotic that's going to help bind to the toxins. So you don't really need another pre or postbiotic. I'm not a real fan. I'm sorry, pre and post. I'm not a real fan of probiotics because they can overpopulate the gut flora with too many of the wrong kind. They can overpopulate too much with the good kind, which then can kind of starve out the other bacteria in the gut that's needed. So, and then colon support at night. Vitality is a great tea. I'm actually drinking some right now in my total body reset cup. And sipping that vitality all day is going to help with the lymph system. And then right here, this is a really good smoothie. You're going to take a half a cup of raw pumpkin seeds, some soul superfood, 20 drops of fulvic acid, cayenne for heat and improved circulation, some fresh pineapple, the papaya chunks that I talked about, a clove of raw garlic, chopped red onion, apple cider vinegar, fresh parsley leaves, half a lime, and some cold filtered or coconut water and ice cubes. And drink immediately on an empty stomach when you're ready to break your fast. Here is another screenshot opportunity for you. Will that stay? No, let me go back there. There we go. So that is, you've got a veggie detox soup right there. You've got coconut ginger quinoa bowl. You have a dandelion green stir fry. I saw dandelions out in my yard today, and this has been a cattle pasture for years. So I know that there are not going to be any chemicals or pesticides on this. I'm gonna go gather my dandelions and my mullein leaves. Make a parasite bustin' veggie hash. So a fiber-filled skillet dish to flush and fortify, which is sweet potatoes, beets, red cabbage, and zucchini, saute in coconut oil with cumin, turmeric, and parsley, topped with a poached egg if you'd like, sprinkle with black walnut powder if you have it. You can also add your onion and garlic to that for extra parasite busting goodness. And then again, the papaya cucumber salad, which is a cooling, enzyme rich, gut soothing little salad, shredded green papaya, sliced cucumber, and parsley. I like to I make a raspberry vinegar with the raspberry tops after I've taken the green part off the strawberry. I'll put all of that into a canning jar and cover that with vinegar and let that sit for a couple of weeks and makes a delicious raspberry vinaigrette. And then you can drizzle that, put some sole over your salad, some berberine ACV over your salad, drizzle that with some olive oil and maybe just balsamic or ACV, apple cider vinegar over the top. You can sprinkle that with your papaya seeds, some hemp seeds, some flax seeds, and things like that. And then that chickpea salad on the right, that should be enough that you could eat that for a couple days on your cleanse. This is so incredibly good, you guys. When I make this outside of a cleanse, I will add feta cheese to it. It is so delicious. And again, adding your sole and berberine in there is going to get another serving of that into your system for the day. And let's get back up there again. So die off support tools. Now, if you're going gung-ho and you're using all these tips, let me tell you, if you've not cleansed before, you are going to not feel well. And maybe you have cleansed before, but you're getting some symptoms where you're feeling yucky. It's called the Heuermann reaction. So you could have fatigue or sudden energy crashes, headaches, migraines, acne, rashes, itching, body aches, joint pain. Parasites can actually live in the joints. Gas or cramping, day one for me. That's day one for me. Mood's day two. Day three, I'm feeling pretty good. Chills, low-grade fever, swollen lymph nodes, metallic taste in the mouth, bad breath, body odor, increased mucus, sinus drainage, change in urine color or strong smell. Emotionally, let me know in the chat. Yes, Lori, you can add black seed to that too. Let me know in the chat if you've done a liver detox or a parasite detox with me before. How many of you got emotional? I know Greta messaged me. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm doing the cleanse wrong. Like she was almost in tears. I'm like, girl, chill. You're just releasing some anger from that liver. And so now she knows to expect that. And so does Doug. Love you both. So irritability, mood swings, anxiety, depression, brain fog, difficulty concentrating, get that concentrate essential oil going, put a little dab of that below your nose and breathe that in. Insomnia and vivid dreams. Yes. Crying for no reason, emotional detox. Your liver holds so much pain and anger, you guys. And that's another reason that we have to do these, because it does help get rid of that anger that we've been holding on to and that trauma that we have to process. It's just holding on. It's not serving you anymore. Make sure that you're journaling and write down those feelings that you want to release that no longer serve your purpose or path. And so how are you going to help that? Peppermint's going to be great for nausea, headaches, and cooling inflammation. Apply to your belly button. I would use a carrier oil with that because that is a pretty hot oil. Back of the neck, back of the knees is another great place to place that. Lemon is going to support that lymph drainage and the liver pathways. Apply that over the liver, the bottom of the feet. Ease essential oil is going to help you whether your back end is flowing freely or if it's not flowing at all. But I always answer this question too. I answer this one, will I be near the bathroom all the time? Typically not. I've not found that I'm near the bathroom. I do urinate more, but as far as needing to get right to the bathroom for a bowel movement, it's nothing that I've experienced personally on a liver detox. It'll stimulate to keep those drainage pathways open. So maybe take a bath in Epsom salt and lavender ice on the temples. Yes. Can this go a few days after you stop the detox? Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep drinking your water. Other support tools. Fulvic, again, is going to bind and escort the toxins from the body. The castor oil pack, the magnesium flakes. Taking that bath is really going to be a savior for you, or soaking your feet. Hydration, electrolytes. Fulvic is the master for electrolytes, but you might need a little bit extra. And so just take a little kernel of Celtic salt and put that in your water and drink that throughout the day. And Richard, you're very right. Exercise and sunshine. And yes, Jessica, you sure can. And when in doubt, if you're really feeling yucky, cut your serving of fulvic in half, maybe. Drink more water, slow down a little bit, allow yourself this time for your body to heal all of the damage that has possibly been done by the parasites and all the toxins in your body, because you can't carry a heavy load like that without something going kind of awry inside. And as your body starts to release that, it's going to be like in panic mode because it's been held on to it for so long. And so these are some ways that you can help support your body through that. So that was the presentation, and the free Try Me product for April is going to be the Purity. I did a call on this a year ago when she told me about this. Absolutely blown away by this little underrated product that we carry. It will be the larger bottle, the 1 fluid ounce that you'll be getting. It is great for weight loss support. It's rich in essential nutrients, high in fiber, antioxidants, and minerals. It controls gas, stimulates breast milk production for any of our breastfeeding mamas, may enhance libido. April's going to be a fun month. It can help facilitate childbirth, alleviate male climacteric symptoms, promotes menstrual flow, aids digestion, and reduces gastrointestinal discomfort. The oil of the month for April in Godasana, our sister company, is letting go of fear. Letting go of fear is a fantastic way. I hope you guys get that on your auto ship, especially since we're doing the liver cleanse, because we're going to let go of that anger and that fear, and we're just going to bust out and be our best selves by the end of April. Listen to this intention that comes with this essential oil that you get this is our oil of the month club, or the So Fresh, So Clean that comes with the deodorant, the soap, the tooth powder, and then 2 essential oils. You can see the 2 packs, one's on the left, one's on the right. Fear no longer rules my life. The things that once caused me anxiety are behind me. They can only affect me now if I choose to carry them into the present. And the fears I have about tomorrow don't exist unless I bring them into today. I am safe, I am secure, and I grow stronger every day. I choose to stay grounded in the present moment because it's the only place where inner power and progress truly live. Isn't that beautiful? So, when you're using this letting go of fear oil every single day, you will apply the oil and say that mantra every day. And I'm curious to see if you do that for the next 30 days, how your mentality and courage flourish. So next week for the Detox Divas, we're going to kick back to we've got one more for the insulin connection. This is a 4-part series that we've done. Next week, we're going to be talking about the thyroid and the insulin connection. And this is the hidden connection that you really need to know about. So anyone that you know that suffers from thyroid medicine, the Detox Divas calls is going to go in depth with that next week and cover that on our program. And directly following this call is one of my favorite people is going to be Coach Marcus. He is going to be talking about our biggest asset here, which is being able to share these products that we love with people that we love and care about. And so he's going to be talking about the business opportunity directly following this call. And that is at oneteam1dreamhangout.com. And that's passcode GO1TEAM. That call will be starting in about 14 minutes. So I always want to respect my leadership here and make sure that I'm done with the Diva call in time for you guys to take a potty break and then hop on the call with Coach Marcus. So get your money right and get your health right. Absolutely. I hope you all have enjoyed these tips that I have used in my detox and cleanses before. And I want to know when I put the recording up tonight, let me know which of these tips you're going to incorporate for your own detox that starts April 5th. Now, remember, tomorrow about noon is going to be the cutoff time to order these products. We've got to get corporate time to get the packages shipped, packaged, and out to you to arrive before Saturday so you can start. And if it arrives Saturday and you can't start on Saturday with us, all of the posts are going to be up in the wellness community, the testimony group, and it is going to, you can just be a day behind us, but cheer us on. And if you're not doing the detox with us directly, make sure you're doing some of it. Drink your water, get your sunshine, get barefoot in that grass, maybe soak your feet in some magnesium flakes with some essential oil that you might have around. Do something with us so that you're a part of our community, because really there's no other place to be. Have a great evening, everyone. I appreciate you. And I can't wait to see you next week with the thyroid connection. Have a great night, and I appreciate your time. Bye-bye.